You could learn from these playbooks. Sometimes it's hard to do for players, but as coaches, we can usually figure it out. So you spend a lot of time building this really nice looking playbook. You feel proud about it, but you're like, man, that really took some time. I don't want it to have to be so time consuming. Well, that's where the stencils come in. So what I want you to do is on this left-hand side of the screen here, you can expand this little just click that little caret, and the shapes stencil pops up here. So this is where you keep and organize all your stencils. So the first thing we need to do is create a new shapes. All right, so if you click this more shapes button, you get this drop-down box. So Visio is a engineering software, flowchart style software. So here under the My Shapes, these are all the shapes that I've created here. These are all my different stencils, and you can see what they're called and probably guess what's in them. And these are the pre-made ones that come with Visio. All kinds of stuff they have drawn out. So, you could, right, if you're building a little CAD diagram, or probably not CAD, but whatever you're doing, it's got all this stuff in here. All right, so what I want to do is I want to create a new stencil in US units. I don't think it matters. So this is stencil 48. This is the 48th stencil I've started, and I can change the name of it here in a minute. So what I want to do now is inside this stencil, I want to put a collection of all these different offensive formations. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to just click and highlight all the offensive information. Okay, I want to group it together. Now once it's grouped, I can drag and drop it over here, and it shows up here as Master 2. So if I right-click on it, I can rename it, and I'll rename it Double Gun Far, because that's what it is. All right, and now I have this pre-made stencil built right there of double. So, when I go to build my scouting reports on Sunday and I do my hit chart, we break everybody down formationally. And so double's a popular formation. Double off, train off, all very popular formations. So I start to build these hit charts with these formations. And so I've got a drawing of the formation, and then down below it's got, what the run plays, the pass plays, and then the third down plays that they ran out of these formations. And we start to build a little scouting report. But using these stencils keeps me from having to keep redrawing this same formation. I've got it saved right here. I can just pull it up, drag and drop. I can do it again here with this formation right here, which is already grouped together. It's just train. So I drag and drop train over. Right click. Train gun far. There it is. Now I never have to draw this formation ever again. There it is. I never have to redo this. So I've drawn it once. I don't have to draw it again. And you could do it with defensive stuff too. I could highlight all the defensive stuff here, right? I could group it together. I could drag it over. I would put this in a new shape category though, and this would be, this would be, I call this mix/cut. All right, and so now I know I've got mix to the field and cut to the boundary. Boom, it's already drawn. There we go. Play it. So if I right click on my stencil 48 thing right here, I can save as. I could save this. I'll just save it as stencil 48. All right, and now every time you add a new stencil to it, here's dolphin. Right, make sure you hit this little save button right here, and that'll update your stencil with this dolphin drawing in it right here. Right, so there's dolphin right there. Right, so now you've got all this built. So this comes in handy, when you're building scouting reports, when you're building a new call, or if you're just putting a presentation together on, something you're studying in the off season, or for a clinic, or whatever you're doing. You've got these stencils. You don't have to redraw it. So the next thing I wanted to show you real quick is how